Virgos. How are my Virgos doing today? Welcome to Empress Energy 333. I thank you for coming over to my little neck of the YouTube tarot woods. I thank you for your viewership. I apologize for not uploading much content for the people that have subscribed to me. If you know me personally, you know November is a little bit of a tough month for me for for some very personal reasons. So I've just been a little bit under the weather, but I'm back. And I'm back with my not wine and tarot, but wine and spirit series, where I drink wine and we consult with spirit. I ask a question and we go from there. This is a collective reading, Virgos. So, take what resonates and leave behind what does not. It's okay if it doesn't resonate. Lots of different energies floating around. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and give these one final shuffle and draw some cards for you, okay? So this week's question is simply, Spirit, tell us something good about our Virgos. We see so many red flags. We get so many warnings, cautionary things. And not to say this read won't give us that, but tell us something good. Give us some good takeaways for my Virgo friends. And please forgive me if I call you by a different astrological sign. I've been mixing my signs up so bad lately. I've been rewatching some of my videos. I'm calling Geminis, Leos, Tauruses, Pisces, just doing crazy stuff. So sometimes I get mixed up between the actual person I'm doing the read for versus the cards they're pulling and the signs associated with those. So if I call you by a different sign, please know that I mean you, Virgo, okay? Wow, the world, okay. The Tower. 3 Cups. Page of Wands. 9 of Swords. What's tormenting you, Virgos? What's going on? What's keeping you up at night? Major Arcana came out. There you go. The Star. Aquarius energy. Are you dealing with an Aquarius? And the 5 of Wands. I've been getting this a lot. I've done 2 reads prior to yours. They both got 5 of Wands. Okay, so I definitely see a cycle ending. You start off with the World card, which is the last card of the Major Arcana in the Tarot. And that means a whole cycle of things has ended. You also got the Tower. So I feel like either something has or is about to be just leveled. And I mean, the Tower can be a good thing. Even though no one likes to see that in a read, but it just means that something that maybe you're having trouble putting a solid, clean into the universe or whatever you believe in is leveling everything and blessing you with a clean slate to start fresh and new. Okay? So that's actually something to be sort of celebrated. Okay? I mean, excuse me. No one looks forward to that Tower moment. It often involves, some pain, some misfortune. I'm not sure what that would be for you, Virgo. But just know that once you come out on the other side of that, a lot of times you are shiny and new. Right? 3 of Cups. I feel like a celebration might be in order for something. We are in the holiday season where many religious observances are being, or religious occasions are being observed. So that could just be an indicator that, this might be a time where you're gathering with friends, reuniting with people. We'll clarify that. Page of Wands. The pages often bring good news of something. So I feel like you're going to be getting some moment of clarity and newness following this Tower moment, which may have already occurred. And that is what's keeping you up at night. Or perhaps you're anticipating something going wrong. Whatever the case may be, something is just keeping you up nights. And we got to see what's behind that, okay? High Priestess, reminder to use your intuition. Something that has yet been in the darkness is probably about to come to light. High Priestess card has that moon on it. And I always remind people the moon literally shines light in dark places, okay? Also gives a sense of hope to that tower moment or that world moment, whatever is coming to an end. I feel like there's something good on the other side of that for you. You may be driven into introspection following that, which is why you got your major arcana, the Hermit. Life just may be calling you to, go inward before you come out and make your next move. End of the year is a good time to do that. November, December, Q4 of the year is oftentimes, a moment where people take an inventory, think about lessons learned, think about victories, and how to go forward. What, take the meat and not the bones. What went well for me, and how can I repeat those things, and then how can I avoid any pitfalls that I might have experienced. Okay. And very interesting that this Hermit came out right before the Star, because I always say with this Hermit, if there's always that light in the darkness, he carries that star inside of his lantern. So if you are going through, a period of solitude or perhaps a dark night of the soul, there's always that light to guide you. Follow the light. And after that, you got the Star. I always pay attention to how the person in the star, depicted on the star card, has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. And to me, that kind of symbolizes keeping things in balance, and she's taking water from this large body, and pouring water, or she's pouring water into this large body as well as pouring it into these smaller waterways. So it's like, you got the big picture and all the things that feed into that. And just to clarify a little further, I like to use some bulleted points so I don't go too far down the rabbit hole. But the Star is always indicative of hope and healing. The reverse meaning can mean loss of faith and disconnection from source. And I feel like that High Priestess is reminding you that you have everything you need inside of you to really listen to your intuition, and go with it and trust it, right? The Star lights the path into healing by pouring the light of the cosmos onto the earth. You're healing from the past, all of this stuff. Divine inspiration is flowing towards you, so allow yourself to act on your creative impulses. The near future holds improved health as well as positive growth in the realms of spiritual and physical well-being, okay? So the last card I put for you is this 5 of Wands, and not sure if this is inner turmoil or, confusion and conflict that you're experiencing with other people, but given these cards that you got at the top, hopefully this is cycling through and that is coming to an end. Whatever has been tormenting you and keeping you up at night. And when you get to the other side of this, it might be cause for celebration, So let's go ahead and clarify. Spirit, tell us something good. Give us some information to clarify the story being told by the cards that we pulled already. For my Virgo friends, I ask that you help me to relay the messages that you want to send my Virgo friends concisely and clearly. Show us what you want us to see. Tell us what you need us to know. Saw the High Priestess again just down on the bottom of the deck. One last shuffle that feels good. Let's see what comes out. Death card. Yes, Virgo, something is coming to an end. Do not be scared of that death card. I like to call it the rebirth card. Oftentimes, as long as I've been doing tarot, I haven't associated this death card with any sort of physical death, but more often it's the death of a conflict, the death of a situation. Sometimes it could mean the end of a relationship. It could mean a transition into something new, the end of an assignment on your job. So given the cards that you have up here, the World and the Tower, I just feel like this death card plays into all that, and something that's been bothering you and tormenting you mentally is coming to an end. And perhaps, you may or may not be ready for whatever that end is. The Five of Cups is the card of mourning. You know, the person depicted on the card is crying over those spilled cups. I can never quite tell whether she is just ignoring or not aware of the cups that still stand behind her. So the upshot of this card to me is all is not lost. That fell right on top of the tower. So don't be afraid to knock everything down and start fresh and new. Okay? Ten of Swords. So yeah, something I feel like there may have been a fallout of sorts. Maybe some sort of betrayal that caused this tower moment. The end of a relationship. And just let me get some more insight. Give me 1 second on the Page of Wands for you, okay? Because there's something good to come out of all this. The upright meaning of the Page of Wands is having a sense of impulsiveness and a sense of adventure. Reversed meanings are unreliability and hastiness. The messenger of fire brings exciting news. Be open to adventurous opportunities. An exciting time of new beginnings is on its way, but it will require a grounded approach. Try not to overcommit yourself. Take a pause before responding and make sure you have the time and energy to follow through on your agreements. Get in touch with your inner child by revisiting activities you loved when you were young. Spending time with actual children may also be very healing for you. Wouldn't it be interesting if you got like the Six of Cups on top of that Page of Wands? But feel like Page of Wands is telling you something has come to an end. Keep an open mind. Be ready and open for those new beginnings. Okay? And new beginnings they are. Two of Wands. You're surveying the land. You got your two wands there for support. And you have the whole world in your hands. I feel like you have a myriad of choices. And you're being told not to lock yourself down. The Emperor. Ooh, Emperor energy. Whatever you do, be strategic about it. Again, the Emperor has everything they need to make the right decision and make the right choice. The Emperor does not make a hasty decision. And the Page of Wands, my little bullet points just told you that. The Emperor thinks before he makes that next step. Two of Cups. Perhaps you'll be collaborating with someone. Perhaps this, whatever new step you're going to take will put you on the path of someone who may help you ascend to higher heights. Be that a lover, a business colleague, just always something to look out for. It fell on top of the High Priestess. Ten of Wands fell on top of the Hermit. I feel like thus far, with all this going on up top, you feel burdened. You're carrying a burden. This could be something like at work, too much is being delegated to you, or you're being overworked or underpaid, or, you know, just in work or personal life, you're in a situation that is just a burden for you, okay? Might be time to let that go. And you'll be victorious for it. Six of Wands. And you got the Strength card. And to me, anytime I see this Strength card with this angel petting this friendly lion, I always look at the mannerisms of that lion with his tail between his legs and his little tongue curled up as the angel pets him. It's like taking a tough situation and, you know, making the situation ideal, being able to handle something that's difficult. And the interaction between this angel and lion, to me, is an exchange. You know, the lion doesn't look to have been tamed into submission. He's making a choice to, you know, be nice and docile, and the angel is being nice to him, and they're exchanging that good energy, because at any point that lion could be like, okay, there's lunch, but he's not. So I feel like that speaks to your ability to handle or make a clean exit from a bad situation that's less ideal, that's no longer serving you. So I already clarified, so now I'm going to just verify this. I always say I use 3 different decks of the same cards, different sizes, because to me, that gives Spirit the opportunity to repeat itself if need be. So, you know, I love to get those repeats of cards because it's like Spirit is really trying to emphasize something. Okay. And even if I don't get matches, it just, you know, gives more insight to the story being told. So Spirit, give my Virgos some takeaways from this read. I hope you've been enjoying this, Virgo. I thank you if you're watching this far. I remind you to like and subscribe if you have not already. Let's get some final clarifications on our pull. Got the Emperor card again. You got strong Emperor energy here, Virgo. Strong Emperor energy. Use your head. Use your noodle. Because you got it. You know what to do. Victory card. Again, whatever you come up with, whatever strategy you propose and act on, you'll be fine. You'll be good. Page of Pentacles, bringing good news regarding your finances and career. You know, something is wrong the bend. If you can get past all of this muckety muck, you got something waiting for you over there. Oh, wow. You got the Ten of Swords again. Not the Ten of Swords, but the Nine of Swords. I'm really wanting to... Spirit is telling me to tell you to focus on your self-care so that you're sleeping better. So, you know, so that your mind is clear, so that you're able to receive messages from Spirit and, you know, have clarity when you're dreaming and know when something is coming to you, you know? But I feel like your mind is just sort of overwrought with whatever may be causing you a little, you know, a little disdain right now. Four of Wands, another celebration card, okay? I feel like balance will be brought to whatever this is. It might happen very quickly. Eight of Wands, representing really quick, fast results, communication. So whatever you're stuck in, I feel like as soon as you make the decision to exit whatever this is, a better day is coming for you, and it's going to come in super fast. And, you know, in a very short time, you're going to be looking back on all this instead of being in the mire, in the middle of it. You just have to stay diligent, do the work, be strategic about your next move. I think it was Aquarius who I told, you know, that, you know, they got a lot of, I got a lot of vibes around their read that they were having trouble in their work situation. A lot of Aquariuses. And they also got a message to be strategic about that next move and not to just, you know, fuck you, bye, I'm out of here with no plan. But to really strategize what you're going to do and give yourself that leeway to do all the formalities involved with changing positions. Give your workplace 2 weeks notice. Do that exit interview, right? Maybe even take a little bit of time off in between the old job and the new one to get yourself ready, okay? But in any case, be diligent, be deliberate, put in the work. And I feel like you've been putting in hard work to the point that the next thing that you go to, you will be recognized for that. Hence these victory cards. You might even get public recognition for whatever hard work you put in. Oh, excuse me for coughing. Queen of Wands. I knew you would get that. I knew you would get that. Queen of Wands is a reminder about self-care, taking care of your body and your wellness. And that's what I was meaning when I was talking about these Nines of Swords up here. When you're not sleeping well at night, you need to be getting your rest in order to conquer all of this. So I would kindly ask you to not worry about tomorrow. It's not here yet. And not worry about tomorrow as in don't think about your future at all. But just things that you don't know what the end game is. If you've already done your part toward it, you can't control what anybody else is going to do. Quit thinking about things you can't control and letting it keep you up at night. You know, tomorrow's not here yet. Stop thinking about it. It will be here regardless. You need to be in the present. You need to be getting your sleep. If you have to take some melatonin or something, drink a little warm milk, or Trader Joe's carries a really good tea for sleeping. Do whatever you need to do. But you got to take care of you physically. And how apropos, you began with the world and end with the world. Cycle. I love to see things come full circle like that. Wow. You ended with the world. It's time for a change. It's time for you to make an exit. It's time for you to close the door, end the cycle. And that could mean, I've been talking about work a lot. That can mean the end of a job, the end of a relationship. For a lot of you, it could just mean the end of the year and you're starting to cycle into a whole new year. You start out at the top of the year as the fool, taking those leaps of faith, you know? But in any case, you got the world here at the end. So I just like to, again, get my little reference because she just explains the card so well and doesn't go down rabbit holes like me. But the world means successful completion, reaping rewards. A cycle is complete, but the end is also a new beginning. Rejoice as the world rewards you for your hard work. You had the victory, Virgo. Go with it. Go with it. I thank you for watching for this long if you have. And I invite you back to my next read. You'll know when the next read comes if you subscribe. Hint, hint. Virgos, I love you guys. And I really do hope that you work your way through all that stuff and really get to the other side and experience that victory that's waiting for you. Because it's there. It is there. Bye, Virgo. Mwah.